struck him out. Bounce it, baby! Let's play.
Welcome everybody to the Inner Harbor here in Baltimore, Maryland, known as Charm City, as we welcome you to Oriole Park at Camden Yards, one of the best baseball facilities in the major leagues. And those fans, you know who they root for. They root for the O's, hun, as the Mariners come to town for the first of 3 here, as the Mariners wrap up the final leg of this road trip. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Take a look at the Mariner lineup that will face former Mariner Chris Tillman.
And it starts with Gene Segura hitting .462 against the Orioles this year, so hopefully that will continue. Robinson Cano in the lineup for his second day. Had the hamstring issue, a .417 hitter, though, against Tillman. And then you have Nelson Cruz. He leads the American League with 101 RBIs. For Tillman on the year's tough year, 1-7 record, a 7.75 ERA, and 74 1/3. He has 55 strikeouts, 40 walks. Control has been a big issue for him. It's the reason why he was out of the rotation, in the bullpen, back in the rotation. Now take a look at the defense. Good defensive club for Baltimore, and it starts with Adam Jones in center field. Covers a lot of ground, a strong throwing arm for him. Then you go to the shortstop. Tim Beckham has really played well since coming over from the Rays, and Wellington Castillo, the former Mariner, will do the catching.
Well, here we go. Tillman against Gene Segura, first pitch. It's in there, first strike. Alan Kilbreth, crew chief, has got balls and strikes tonight. Manny Gonzalez, umpire at first. Mark Carlson at second, C.B. Buckner at third. Segura had spent so much time at the very top of the hitting chart in the American League, still among the top 10 at 301. It's dropped down to 7th, coming off a 1-for-4 performance yesterday in New York.
We're so used to seeing him get a couple of hits every night, and that's changed lately, struggling some. And I was talking to Edgar about him today, and asked Edgar, I said, I know that he's an aggressive hitter and at times he'll expand the zone. I said, but is there something mechanically going on with him? He said that one of the things with him, and he just saw the 2 foul balls that went down the right field line, is he likes to let the ball travel, which typically is a pretty good thing if you want to hit for a high average. He said, but sometimes his hip will fly open, which makes him a little bit longer, so he's going to be even later than usual, and that's what we've been seeing lately. So they've been trying to work on keeping that front hip closed, and hopefully that'll give his hands a chance to work.
Straight up in the infield, straight up in the outfield for Segura. A 1-2 pitch coming from Tillman. And on the button, and Beckham, lovely play, 1 out. First round pick of the Rays. This game over to Baltimore earlier this season at the trade deadline. Heck of a play there.
You can tell by this play, a very good athlete, strong throwing arm, an accurate throw. Taking a hit away from Segura. Looked at a chance to get up the middle. Last hop came up for him a little bit, and then the spin and the strong throw.
At this level, you're talking about pro athletes like this, they make you try that move at home, you can hurt yourself. And you're not going to throw the ball with accuracy.
Yeah, it won't be anywhere close to first.
There's Yonder Alonso. Like his numbers as a Mariner in 17 games, 288, 2 homers, 9 runs batted in, 3 doubles.
That's the overall 24 home runs on the year. Really fit into this lineup, hitting second in the lineup. Done a nice job there against left-handers. We'll see Danny Valencia.
Adam Jones right there. Tillman, Jones. We've got Wellington Castillo, Mark Trumbo, Seth Smith. All spent some time in the Mariner organization. Now with Baltimore.
Good to see Robbie in the lineup again. Missed a couple of days because of the hamstring. Was back in the lineup yesterday.
Nice quick answer. I passed him in the clubhouse. How you feeling today? Much better. Boom. All right, I'm good.
Perfect. Main thing is just keep him in the lineup the rest of the way.
This is game number 132. And he smokes this one to the gap. Did he catch that? Yes, he did. Trey Mancini, outstanding rookie. Returning in plays like that, swinging it back quite well for the Orioles. He's got 22 home runs. But this defensive play takes extra bases away from Robinson Cano. Tough break for Robbie. The Orioles coming to bat when we return. Earlier this month, the Orioles were in Seattle. Mariners took 2 out of 3, but this young man, Tim Beckham, did some damage. A couple of leadoff home runs, and he is swinging a very hot bat even now. Here's a look at the rest of that lineup.
Good offensive club, second in hitting, third in home runs, so they're going to want to swing it. Following him, Manny Machado, nobody harder than him. 10 home runs, 32 RBIs this month. Have to be careful. Jonathan Scope hitting third, leads the team with 95 RBIs, and Craig Gentry, the former Ranger, will round out the 9.
Marco Gonzalez, first pitch, down low, ball 1.
For Gonzalez, his fastball on average 91 miles an hour. His best off-speed pitch is a changeup. He will mix in a curveball.
Coming in, Heredia, going back is Segura. Segura makes the play, 1 out.
And for Gonzalez, 5 starts on the year, own 1 record, ERA at a 7.40, 20 and 2/3. He has 13 strikeouts, 5 walks. I see him play good defense behind him. Defense has struggled a little bit last few days, so hopefully they'll clean that up. Mainly stay away from the walks. Danny Valencia will get the start in right field. Haniger getting the evening off. And Robinson and Cano again at second base. Good to have him out there playing defense. Mike Zunino will do the catching.
Here's Manny Machado, hitting .327 in 25 games this month. Just off the chart numbers, 32 runs batted in. Leads the American League second in the majors, 10 home runs in the month, tied for 4th. His slugging percentage is 7th in the American League.
For Baltimore, they're aggressive. They are 14th in walks, so they're up there to swing the bats. Last in stolen bases. They're looking at the ball out of the ballpark.
Fly ball, easy play. Danny Valencia coming in, still hanging with it. He's got service and he likes to fit out there. It's not a big rangy right field like in Seattle.
Right.
And make it a lot easier for Danny being out there getting a start.
I can tell you this, though. I was down on the field during batting practice, and you can't really feel it where we're at, but on the field, the wind will whip around, and it's blowing pretty good. Typically, it'll circle around, so you have to pay attention to that. You can see 400 feet to center field, just 318 to right, to what Dave was talking about. Typically, if it's over your head, you're going to play it off the wall, or it's going to leave the ballpark.
All-star second baseman Jonathan Scope. Chopper goes foul. Second to Cruz and RBIs in the American League.
One of the things you're going to notice with Gonzalez today, that he probably will pitch inside with his fastball a little bit more. We've talked about Baltimore and a lot of the damage, and most of them are right-handed hitters, right-handed power So you have to keep the fastball in on their hands, set up inside again for Zunino. That way he can get to his good changeup.
Got a challenge against this ball club, no doubt about it. 28 homers, 95 runs for Scope. Fifth and tied for fifth with Didi Gregorius and hitting at .305.
And I think at this point you look at certain matchups and lefties, it's tougher for them to get through this lineup. I think for Scott, if he can get 5 innings out of Gonzalez, he'll take it. Hopefully with the lead so we can turn it over to the good bullpen.
Gonzalez looking to complete 5 for the first time as a Mariner. He's gotten into the fifth last 4 times, but hasn't been able to finish the job.
Well, there's the changeup missing away with it. I think we've talked about it with a number of the starters right now because of the lack of experience. I think Scott just wants them to get through the lineup a couple of times, and because they're careful, the pitch count will get up on him. That's the reason why he hasn't been able to work his way through 5.
2-2 to Scope. And foul tip right into the glove of Zunino. That'll do it. Good start for Gonzalez. 1, 2, 3. Go the O's. Nelson Cruz had a big year with the Orioles a few years ago. He's going to lead it off. Seattle Mariners baseball here on Root Sports, being brought to you by your local Ford stores. By Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting R&B legend Charlie Wilson, September 8th. Tickets at emeraldqueen.com. One video shot earlier today when the sun was still out and abounding. Now the clouds have moved in. We've got rain forecast for tomorrow, starting late in, I'd say mid to late afternoon. There's Nelson Cruz. Foul ball by Nelly. 1 for 4 in yesterday's game. Drove to the Mariners' only run.
If you were just talking about Gonzalez and the pitchers getting a little bit deeper into games, one of the ways that you can do that is to score a lot of runs. I think offensively, it's been a little bit inconsistent on this road trip. Had games where they've gone out and scored 6, 7 runs, typically winning those games, but then they've had a couple of games where they've also been shut out. So they can have a good series. There's Edgar Martinez.
Rose is hitting. 0-2 to Cruz, an all-star here in Baltimore 2014. 40 homers and 108 runs batted in.
Talked to Edgar today about this ballpark, and he loved hitting here, of course. It's a great place to hit. Good background, ball can carry. He's hoping the guys will have a good time over the next 3 days to score a bunch of runs. One of the things I noticed too is in the gaps, especially left center field, seemed to be pretty firm and fast. The ball was getting through there quickly. We'll keep an eye on that throughout the game. It's one of the better playing surfaces as far as infield goes.
Boy, the batter's eye is really good here. No doubt about that.
That's great.
Ball and 2 strikes. Cruz, Seager, and Valencia here in second.
Pretty good to spoil that pitch. One of the things that Baltimore was happy about with Tillman in his last outing, although he struggled with his command, his velocity was back. He was around 94 miles an hour. It's been down this year mechanically. He's had a lot of issues as Kyle Seager waits on deck. And so far, we've seen 93, 94 out of him. Even no decision against the Angels, 5 1/3. Gave him 4 earned runs, 6 walks though.
1-2 to Nelly. Deep right center field. Craig Gentry, time Texas Ranger teammate. Nelson Cruz makes a play, 1 out. Brings up Kyle Seager, 4 for 17 in his career against Chris Tillman.
The reason why I think this is an important series, obviously all the games are where the Mariners are at right now, and after today, only 30 games remaining. The Baltimore just a half a game behind the Mariners in that wild card spot, so big series. We're not going to see him again, so you have a chance to do some damage.
What a pileup, as we've been talking about for the last month. This wild card chase. Yankees and Minnesota start today with the top 2 spots. Yankees have Cleveland and Boston up at the stadium this week.
Yeah, pretty good pitching matchup today in New York.
Corey Kluber against Luis Severino. That's a really good matchup. There's Kyle Seager. Looks a strike 1. We got the Angels and the Mariners a game and a half out. Baltimore 2, Kansas City 2.5. And Tampa Bay and Texas say, don't forget about us. We're 3 back, both of them. Thoughts and prayers obviously go out to everybody in Houston.
Yes.
Talked to an old college roommate of mine. He had to evacuate earlier this morning. He's moved to a hotel out of town. Here's Machado. Slings it across. Throws out Seager. So 2 away. Mariners return home on Friday to open up a 9-game homestand, and all against fellow American League West teams. Enjoy 3-game series against the A's, Astros, and Angels. So get ready to catch all the division action by picking up your tickets right now at Mariners.com.
You mentioned Houston. It's a small thing in the big scheme of things when you see everything that's going on there, but when you look at the Astros now, they're supposed to have a home series against the Rangers. Now they're going to play that in Tampa.
Yeah, couldn't even play it in Round Rock, their AAA affiliate, because it's right there in the greater Houston area. So they can take that out of play.
I heard A.J. Hinch, their manager, on TV today. He was talking about it, and everything is uncertain as far as what they're going to do to continue to move forward, and if they're going to be able to get back in their ballpark or what's going on. And hopefully the folks there can get some relief.
Very tenuous situation, because that stuff's not going to clear up in a hurry by any stretch, and the rain, there's more rain in the forecast, so they could be looking at the bulk of September on the road. And as AJ was talking about, he says, not only is it our city, we've got family there too, friends, and obviously the whole community. 4th largest city in America. 1-0 to Valencia. Rocket shot, high and deep. That baby is going to get out of here. 1-0 Mariners. Danny Valencia with his 14th home run, RBI number 62. And that is his 7th career hit off of Chris Tillman and his 2nd home run. Enjoy that tour around the bases.
Yeah, it really swung the bat well against Tillman. One of the reasons why he's in the lineup, and it pays off right away with the home run to give the Mariners a lead.
It's going to be hard to not put that name in the lineup tomorrow.
I don't know who said it, but it's true.
Well, I looked down in the dugout and I could see Scott Service laughing about it too.
Great line. Works out just well. Mitch Haniger having his struggles. Put Danny in there, and he has been swinging it well.
Well, for Mitch too, it gives him an opportunity to put some extra work in. Danny likes it. Why not? 14th home run on the year. But Mitch, a lot of early work and take some of the pressure off. Clear the head out. He'll be back in the lineup soon. And another look at the swing. That's a fastball, middle in, and drives it out to center field. That's something that Danny has done well this year. Up the middle the other way with some power.
Foul back. Tillman, 19th home run. He's given up 15th to a right-hander. There's a 2-1 to Gamble. Bouncing ball, Scope. Gonna have to hurry. Makes the play, and that'll do it for the Mariners. Highlighting a good one. Danny Valencia leaving the building here. Home run number 14. A big time shot. When we come back, we'll see Adam Jones. Danny Valencia's home run has the Mariners in front 1-0 as we get ready for the second inning. It's after Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Most home runs at Camden Yards all time. This man right here, Adam Jones, leads the pack 135. Chris Davis, Rafael Palmeiro, Brady Anderson, and Melvin Mora. That's some really good use here.
Melvin Mora.
Super utility guy.
Yeah.
Good player.
Was he the one that was originally going to take over for Cal when Cal retired? I think it was Melvin, and then they moved him to third or
sounds right.
Something along those lines. Good player, though. 1-2-3 first for Gonzalez.
1-0 to Jones. Swing on. Fouled away. That home run by Valencia. The 211th home run hit at Camden Yards this year. That's the most in the majors. Ballpark giving up 3.28 home runs per ball game this season.
Anything cheap about it?
No. NASA called and they were impressed.
Marco was able to get through the first inning on 10 pitches again for Baltimore. Not a patient group. We saw them earlier. They want to swing the bats. They don't walk much. They will strike out. They're trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Somewhere Earl Weaver's smiling at what you just said.
Yes, indeed.
Hey, honey, I'm not looking for a bunch of rabbits to clog up the base paths. I need those big guys to hit the ball out of the yard.
Yep. Played that way here for a lot of years.
Three and two. Great being here in Baltimore. You get a chance to see Jim Palmer.
Yep.
71. Looks like he's about 41. Bless his heart. Pictures of Brooks and Frank Robinson and Eddie Murray and Cal Ripken Jr. So many great players come through here. Kenny Singleton. Get foul. Rick Dempsey's working on a pregame show. Asked Adam Jones how you feeling. Said I hurt all over, but so what? This is a fun part of the year.
It's that time.
Walk, leadoff walk here in the second.
For Marco, that is something that he's done a pretty good job with, but in his last outing against Atlanta, struggled, ended up walking 5 batters. He does not want to do that here in this ballpark against this lineup. Mel Stottlemyre taking a look.
sure Mel flinches every time there's a ball four and he sees a guy get a freebie to first base. This is going to be a big out right here. Trey Mancini. Cano for the catch. Yesterday in that Yankee 10-1 blowout, 4 walks, 2 of them scored. Well, and go back through all the games that they lost. I mean, those freebies, they've all come home.
That and they have to play good defense in this series. The extra outs are really going to cost them, so they're going to have to clean things up. And I think that they will.
I don't have any doubt that they will, because this team has found more lives than Lazarus. I mean, it's unbelievable. 12 errors the last 6 games, 5 yesterday.
I talked to Scott Service about it today, and I asked him, is this something that you addressed, or do you trust the veteran leadership, or how do you go about it? Because the one thing that you don't want to do is harp on it, and then the guys start to get a little bit tight out there. You don't want to see that. And he thought that he was going to talk to him, which he did, and he said basically just to bear down on that play. Don't try to do too much. Get back to the basic fundamentals of things, and the rest will take care of itself, and I believe that it will. He'll clean it up.
Mariners come in at 66 and 65. The Orioles at 65 and 65. They're 12 games above 500, 12 games below 500 on the road. Chris Davis, breaking ball, base hit. Jones will hold at second. So a couple of men aboard here, 1 out. So take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Mattress Firm. How many guys are going to kiss the tarmac when we get home Wednesday?
I'll be one of them.
I'll beat you to it.
Can't wait
Day
to
off
get
on
home.
Thursday. And then the A's, Astros, and the Angels come to town. And then another road trip will take us to Texas. I don't know if, you know what, if I would say that trip to Houston's very much in doubt. May have to play that up in Seattle.
Well, they'll try to figure something out, I'm sure. But you're right. I'm not sure that that's going to happen in Houston. By the way, you see that Angels series, they're tied with the Mariners right now for the wild card spot, so that'll be a big series for the Mariners.
You gotta love it this time of year. Every game has something riding on it. All these teams hovering around 500. Trumbo fouls one back.
Good fastball at the top of the strike zone at 94 miles an hour.
Trumbo 0 for 4 against Gonzalez. He's got 20 home runs, 57 runs batted in. 6 players in this lineup, 20 or more home runs.
Well, that's the reason why you want to stay away from the walks and play good defense. It's what they do. They're going to hit their home runs over the next 3 days. Just make them solo home runs if you can.
Only Houston and the Rangers have hit more home runs than the Orioles. Second in batting to Houston, second to Houston in hits. And they're just getting it done in that regard. ERA 14th. As you mentioned earlier, they don't run. They don't know what a stolen base is. They sort of wave the backhand, get away from me. I don't talk about it.
Exactly.
There's base hit. Jonesy had to go back. Thought Segura might make the catch, and that's a break for the Mariners, although it does load the bases.
Double play will help him out. Get a double play and get out of the inning. Take a look at it. Out in front a little bit. Solid line drive. It looked like a changeup again. Just flips it out in the left field. There's a number for you. Runners in scoring position as you take a look at the changeup. For Baltimore now 1 for 1 so far in this game on the season, hitting .303 with runners in scoring position.
Well, you heard me when we got to the ballpark, and you heard me do a triple take on that one. .303. Wellington Castillo. Breaking ball for a strike. He played with the Mariners for 6 games in 2015. Went 4 for 25. Drove in a couple of runs and then was sent off. Goes to Arizona.
You can see in 73 games he's played well. 14 home runs.
Maybe double play ground ball right here. 0-1. Walk, pop up, 2 singles have loaded him.
now and then, David, I know that you've gone through this many times too, but we get these little reminders. And today I was walking into the ballpark underneath in the tunnels, and I just happened to be walking in with Marco Gonzalez. And you don't think about it until he looked at me and he said, "Hey, can you tell me where the clubhouse is? I don't know where to go."
Castillo lines on the left. Jones scores. Digging for the home plate and scoring is Chris Davis. It's a 2-1 ball game. Wellington Castillo drives in two, gives him 42 on the season. They're done with a couple of strikes.
And you can see the location. Ahead 0-2, and this is a bit of a mistake. Might give him the target. May jam him just a little bit. We'll take another look at it. Good fastball, trying to get to the inside corner, and it jams him some. That pitch maybe in off the plate. Well, Stottlemyre Jr. out at the mound right now to talk to Marco. But yeah, I was thinking about that because underneath that, all different tunnels and things can go different ways. And you're absolutely right. You know, we talk about playoffs and the veteran leadership on this team, but you have some young guys now in your rotation, some young guys out in your bullpen that you're really relying on.
Yeah, that's where experience is. Why experience is such a beautiful thing. Adam Jones pretty fired up. Here's Craig Gentry. He sends one deep left center field. It's hanging up. Gamble makes the play. Segura throw to second. Got him. Castillo trying to move up, and the Mariners executed beautifully. Gamble hits the cutoff man, and Segura throws to Cano for the out. 2-1 Orioles. Feeling good about themselves defensively right now. Ben Gamble, Gene Segura, Robinson Cano execute this play beautifully, Mike.
Well, just get right back to basics, and that's something we talked about, executing the play. Hit the cutoff man, and then the communication between Segura and Cano was excellent. Easy play to get him out of the inning. That's what we were talking about earlier, just getting back to the basic fundamentals. As you see Ben going over, making the catch, make sure not to overthrow the cutoff man. So a nice easy one hop, and Segura taking advantage of a base running mistake to get out of the inning. Well done.
Mike Zunino, 0-1 count. He's having a good run, hitting on the road. 31 for his last 100, 11 runs, 10 doubles, 6 homers, 17 runs batted in. His last 29 road games going back to late May.
And as far as catchers go, he is second in home runs with his 19 home runs as a catcher.
Smoked line drive into the gap. And Mike's going to get in there with the double. Is he thinking about 3? No, he finds the brakes. Slams on him.
That was exactly what we were talking about, Dave, earlier in the game. How quickly that ball was able to get through the outfielders. And Adam Jones can cover as much ground as anybody. Mike hits it extremely hard, but we were down in batting practice. The ball was really scooting through the gaps, and there's a great example of it. Solid line drive from Mike. Foot down on time. You can see his head right on it. And typically Adam will be able to cut this off. But because it was moving so quickly, it's an easy double for Mike.
After he took that first skip, early took off. Flat rock on water. Here's Heredia. Bunt. Beauty. Gets the job done. Moves Zunino to third.
Sacrifice bunt. I would guarantee he probably did that on his own. It's not something that Scott likes to do early in ball games. And I think he tried to push this ball to the right side, possibly get a base hit out of it. Unfortunately, it's right back to the pitcher, Tillman, and he throws him out by a step, but he will move the runner up.
Top of the order, Segura. One out, runner at third, the tying run, Mike Zunino.
Infield about halfway.
Ball one. Mariners beat the Orioles 2 out of 3 in Seattle, middle of the month. Orioles won the first game 11-3. Mariners come back and win 3-1 and 7-6.
And Gene didn't like that call for good reason. Instead of being in the 2-0 count, he's 1-1, and that pitch was in off the plate.
Trying to pick up the tying run here. 1-1. Scope will hold the runner. Throws out Segura. 2 outs. He'll leave it up to Yender Alonso here. 2 outs, runner at third inning.
Alonso hit the ball hard his first time up. A line drive to the center fielder. Tillman's numbers against the Mariners in his career: 7-1 with a 3.3 ERA. So he's pitched well against Seattle.
Scope out in short right field for Alonso. You're a left-hand power hitter. You gotta love coming here. You gotta love going to Yankee Stadium.
I think this is a great ballpark for lefty or righty.
Because if you're righty, you take that ball away like the balls you used to hit, right?
Yeah, there you go. It's 318 down the line, and you can reach right field. Even if you're a right-handed hitter, for a lefty, it's no problem at all. But for a right-handed hitter in the gap in left center, it's 364.
Under with a good count here, 2-0.
Cano waiting on deck.
Two-0 pitch here. Tillman back in the count, 2-1, and got a raised eyebrow at home looking at the location of those pitches, where I can understand. Zunino at third, Maniac the coach in there, Casey Candell at first. Two-one. Totally covered in clouds above here. Oriole Park, Camden Yards. A little bit of a breeze swirling here in the ballpark. And you see a U.S. flag a few blocks from here. They're blowing straight out. Hard towards the west. There's a 2-2 pitch with 2 outs and a runner at third. Chopper off the plate. Here comes Beckham. Scoot got him. Tough opportunity. Can't convert it. Runner stranded at third when we come back top of the order for the O's. Nightfall falling on Baltimore here. Bottom of the third, Oriole Park, Camden Yards, as we cheer on the team, then round your way home with the Sound Transit Day Pass. Learn more at soundtransit.org. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew with you here in Baltimore. There's Tim Beckham. Beckham, Machado, and Scope in the third.
You mentioned it, a good opportunity for the Mariners in the top of the third inning after the leadoff double. Already able to get him over. Just a couple of ground ball outs after that.
It's already over to his left. One away.
Talked about it with Marco Gonzalez. Typically Scott try to get him through the lineup a couple of times. So this is the second time through the lineup for him.
Since joining the Mariners, the deepest Marco's got 4 2/3. That was last week in Atlanta. 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 5 walks.
I was down by the cage today. I asked Scott, I said, what does he have to do in this game tonight? And without hesitation, he said he has to pitch inside with his fastball. If he wants to get to that changeup with all the right-handed power hitters, you have to move him around a little bit. Been able to jam a few of them so far.
Give you an idea how hot Machado is coming into today's game in the second half of the season. 42 games, hitting .326, 10 homers and 38 runs batted in. .354 on base, .571 slugging.
And power to all fields. You have to work both sides of the plate. Again, his changeup will be a good pitch for him today.
Seager just held his hands up like, what was that? Here's Gamble's throw to second, and it's cut off by Segura. Double for Manny Machado. The ball do some knuckling and buckling down there?
I think what it did is that he was out in front of it and hit it towards the end of the bat, so it was hooking a little bit, and I'm wondering if maybe it hit right off the edge of the cut of the grass and just went flat on him. Typically that ball will bounce up for you, and he was getting ready to make a backhanded play, but it just flattened out on him. Now ready. Looks like he can see it. Okay, starts to move, and then he loses it. He just lost it. That right there, looking at that replay, I don't think that he saw it. That was strange.
All right, you played third. Has it happened to you like that?
It has. Sometimes it depends. And in a lot of these ballparks, especially here, because the stands are so low, if he gets hit in a certain area and a lot of white shirts,
black spot
be a problem. Yeah. And the other thing too is, like you mentioned, that maybe the ball just did something funny and fooled him, and he's shaking his head still.
Yeah, that first thing he did, he had his palms up looking at the dugout like, what was that?
Yeah, it was strange. Typically, if you're going to lose it, it'll be in the daytime, not in a night game.
Scope pops one. Here's Valencia. He's got a pretty good arm, and they're going to cut it off and get the runner at second. And they get Scope. 8-3-6. He picks up an RBI. It's 3-1 Baltimore.
Well, here you go. Towards the end of the bat again, a little fly ball. Machado hesitated for just a second. Danny has a strong throwing arm, but he hits the cutoff man. Alonso decides to get the out. A good move because it looked like it was offline a little bit.
Yep, 9-3-6, not 8, 9-3-6.
A couple of times hitting the cutoff man has paid it off for the Mariners.
Prevented further damage.
And we mentioned it earlier. Baltimore coming into this game hitting .303 with runners in scoring position, 3 for 4 so far tonight.
Jonesy almost threw his back out. Perennial all-star center field. Family guy now, got 2 kids, 2 sons. Been an Oriole since 08. That trade that most Mariner fans want to forget.
Well, there you go. Rangers and Astros moved to Tampa.
Yep. Seriously, I'll be really surprised if we do that trip. Down goes Jones, but another run put on the board. Jonathan Scope with an RBI. Orioles now have a 3-1 lead. Cano, Cruz, and Seager coming your way upon our return. Seattle Mariners Baseball and Root Sports being brought to you by the National Electrical Contractors Association, Cascade Chapter, investing in our future. And by Geico, 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance. 3-1 lead for the Orioles. Oriole Park, Camden Yards, the scene. Second time this month the Mariners and the Orioles facing off. Robinson Cano going to lead it off here for the Mariners.
Was robbed of a base hit his first time up. Mancini in left field made a diving catch on a line drive.
Tillman's first pitch
outside, ball 1. Since 2011, the Mariners are just 6 and 12 here at Camden Yards.
The last pitch was this curveball, and you can see that it's just rolling up there at 76 miles an hour. Not much bite to it. Used to be a pretty good pitch for him. Now more sliders.
Tillman coming in with a 1-7 record, a 7.75 ERA, and opponents hitting .342 against him. Get after it, boys.
Yeah, it doesn't matter lefty righty either. Both of them right around .340.
Time call. Tillman 6'5", 200 pounds, 29 years old. 2009 second round pick by the Mariners, Fountain Valley, California. 2-0. Right at Jones. One down here in the 4th. Time now for a CenturyLink What's Next. Get rain in the forecast tomorrow. Hopefully we get this game or tomorrow's game in. Asmo Ramirez against Dylan Bundy, and then close it out. Ariel Miranda against Ubaldo Jimenez.
Dylan Bundy has been a good starter for him. 12-8 record, ERA over 4. 125 strikeouts.
I think it was last year we saw him. I think it was here we saw him the first time. He can rush it up there.
That's one of the reasons why they decided to go not really with a 6-man rotation, but they're going to use a number of guys. And Tillman had been in the bullpen because of his struggles in getting the start tonight. And I think in large part because of Bundy. You look at his numbers last year, he threw 109 innings. This year he's already at 149, 150, somewhere in that range. So they're trying to back him off of his innings.
Ball 1, and Nelson Cruz flied out to right on a 1-2 pitch, leading off the 2nd inning. And I'm ducking in a Mariner dugout. 1-1.
Watching that line drive by Cano out to center field, looked as if the wind knocked it down a little bit. In this ballpark, typically out in left center, there's an opening out there where the flags are, and the wind will come in that direction, then swirl back out to right.
He's in launch mode. All 2 strikes.
He has been this month. There's a look at it right there, the opening. Both bullpens out in that area.
One and 2. Laid off. Two pitch. Just got a piece. In and out of the glove of Wellington Castillo.
And you can see a late swing. It hit him right on the shoulder, on the point of the shoulder. Even though he has that little pad, that flap that's sitting there, you're still going to feel that one.
Oh, yeah. And it's a velo. Cruz in the 14th season here with the Orioles, as an Oriole. Hit 15 homers and drove in 40 runs in this ballpark. Full count. Orioles got 2 in the 2nd inning. 2-run single by Castillo and an RBI by Scope in the 3rd. Valencia home run in the 2nd for the Mariners.
Saw you out on the sidewalk today. Did you get a chance to walk around? Or is it all business for you today?
No. Walked around. My wife's cousin goes to school here. We had a nice get together, so that was good. I like walking around here, especially, and the weather was very nice.
Beautiful
Last time
day.
we were here, it was a sauna.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day today. With this ballpark, it's a nice place to walk around down by the water. Beautiful.
And again, if it's not sauna conditions, we can walk from the hotel if you so desire. And make sure you join us for the final Bark at the Park night of the season this Tuesday, September 5th. For just $50, you and your pup will receive a ticket to the game, a Mariners dog tag, and the opportunity to walk around the bases after the game, thanks to Amazon Pets. Log on to mariners.com/bark for more info. Yeah, you look like you put in some mileage.
I love walking around. Yeah, I went out to grab a bite to eat, and it was so nice. I just walked around some more, and again, everything's right on the water. People were out today. Good day.
Kyle Seager grounded out. Manny Machado.
Did you ever go over to the old ballpark?
You know, I did a football. I've done football games there, but not.
Yeah, it's amazing what this ballpark has done to the downtown area here. It's just beautiful down here now.
One of the saving graces here. M&T Bank Stadium right behind us here with the Ravens playing. That's one of the really good football stadium in the country. 1-0. High fly ball center field. Jones taking a look. He's recorded both outs here in the fourth. Bring up Danny Valencia. 1-0 pitch last time. Hammered at the center field. Home run for Danny, his 14th, RBI number 62. Chris Tillman with his 1-7 record, a 7.75 ERA.
We mentioned it that he's been wild, but 47 pitches, 30 strikes. He's been around the strike zone.
Holding his own here. Let's see what he starts standing off with here. Fastball up and in. Hitting 284 over his last 97 games coming into today. 1-0 pitch.
I think for Danny this year, April was a tough month for him, off to a tough start. It was interesting listening to him talk about that, and he never really found it in spring training, but something started clicking as he went into May because he's been as consistent as anybody in the lineup.
2-0 count. In there for a strike. Danny certainly expresses himself when he gets a pitch he doesn't like in terms of body language, puts his head down, says something to the umpire.
You know how he feels.
Oh, yeah. Green one. Chance to make something happen here. Ben Gamble's on deck. All these games, so much riding on it. Mariners a game and a half back. Wild card chase, Baltimore 2 back. 3-1 pitch. And he takes his walk. Couple base runners here, 2 outs.
This is what we thought we might see. And Tillman, last outing, had 6 walks. These are the first 2 walks of the game for him. Mariners with a chance to drive in a run right now.
That is painful for everybody, including the guys playing behind him.
Yep.
Managers going nuts, players are going nuts. Dude, what are you doing? 6 walks.
And so many times they'll turn around, look at you and go, I don't know. That's why I've walked 6 guys. But he's
figured it out.
Yeah, he's figured it out. He's throwing the ball much better today, but a couple of walks here with 2 outs. Ben Gamble a chance to drive in a run. Grounded out to second base.
That's
his first time up.
6 walks, most he's had in a game this season. If Ben can cash it in here. Strike 1.
I think far, the Mariners 0 for 2 tonight with runners in scoring position. The one run on the solo home run by Valencia.
On the season, 270 runners in scoring position batting average.
That's a good number.
Yes, it is. We've seen too many 220s and 210s over the years. Jones going back, gone. 3-run homer, Ben Gamble. That'll work. Home run number 7 for Ben gives him 42 on the season. Mariners in front now, 4-3. And it's nice to be on the other side when you make the walks work for you. Well done. 2 walks and a home run. That's a good formula.
And this ball just takes off. I don't know about you, Dave. When he first hit this nice short swing, we talked about him hitting off of his front foot. You can see it right there. He glides to the ball, squared it up. I was hoping it would get over Adams' head in center field, but it was dead center field, and it just took off.
It did, and I thought Adam had a good beat on it. Next thing you know, it was gone. I had a feeling coming into this series, and I'm sure you did too, that this could happen. See a whole bunch of runs here, and that baby center cut.
Well, yeah, you have to think that if the Mariners are going to win this series and win 2 out of 3 or win them all, they're going to have to score a bunch of runs with the way that Baltimore's been swinging it. Go off to a good start.
Going to have to outslug him.
Mike with a double his first time up, double in the left center field. Still one of the hot hitters.
Ben Gamble. One of the harder hit balls he's had this year, and he's had a bunch. 1-1. 2-1 is Zunino. 6th man to the plate here in the 4th inning. So Valencia's homer, the solo shot. Now Gamble a 3-run bomb. 2-1. Time granted. 20 home runs given up now by Chris Tillman. Three and one opportunity for Mike to unleash if he can get something good. Taylor Motter, Ben Gamble, Rod Dyson. The count goes full. Heredia is on deck. Up the middle. Here's Beckham. Smoothly throws out Zunino for out number 3, but with 2 outs, a walk and a 3-run homer, and it puts the Mariners in front. Ben Gamble jumped all over this thing. Rode it out center field. Mariners on a 4-3 lead. Baseball here on Root Sports is brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Find a local agent at safeco.com. Do more. Nice little breeze here at the ballpark. And it did not deter Ben Gamble. Smoked a home run center field.
Well, this is just on a line. Looked like a little breaking ball in the middle of the plate, and he barreled it up. And again, Adam Jones, he went after it as if he was going to have a play, but that was over the fence by a pretty good margin. Big home run for Ben Gamble.
Trey Mancini popped out to Cano his first time. Marco Gonzalez pitching here in the fourth inning, a 1-1 pitch. Whoa! Took his cap off. Base hit. He had one go through the box like that in Atlanta.
Well, this is right down the middle.
Dangerous way to make a living.
Well, for Marco, his fastball at 91 miles an hour. Going to have to locate it. Too much of the plate right there.
Chris Davis base hit to right on a 2-0 pitch. Back in the second inning.
Base hit on a breaking ball. Started him off with a breaking ball this time and missed.
Davis and Jones scored on the Castillo. 2-run single in the second inning. Definitely want to be careful with this guy. 21 homers, 50 runs batted in. He's hit 220 home runs with the Orioles since joining them in 2011 from Texas. Down to 2-1. Battling Mark Davis. All-Star in 2013. He had 53 home runs that year, career best. Home runs and career best 138 RBIs. It's 3-1 here to Chris. Mark Trumbo's on deck. First walk by Gonzalez. That was for Jones leading up the second. That walk did come around. Now he's walked another. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. In need of a double play ball right here.
Trumbo with a line drive base hit into left field. His first time up, it was on a changeup that was down.
Trumbo, quintessential slugger. And he's ahead in the count here, 2-0.
Segura making a trip. Mike Zunino going to the mound.
Trumbo at the Mariners in the 2015 season, 96 games, hit 13 homers, 41 runs batted in. Trey Mancini at second, Chris Davis at first. Trumbo led the league in homers last year, 47, 108 in the RBIs. Dangerous. 2-0 pitch. Strike one.
One of the things we've seen from Marco Gonzalez so far tonight is he has the ability to pitch backwards, and what I mean by that is right there a 2-0 count. Normally you would think fastball, he comes back with a changeup. With Davis, he was able to do it with his breaking ball, the left-handed hitter.
2-1. Off the end of the bat, it's going to stay foul.
And another changeup.
coming in, that was a scouting report I got from friends back in the Midwest. I'm sure you heard the same thing. That's without a doubt his best pitch.
It is his best pitch, and that's why it's important for him to use his fastball inside. Average fastball at 91, but at times he'll be 93, 94 miles an hour.
He cannot afford to miss spots. 2-2. Mark Trumbo, 2 on. Mariners by a run, 4-3. Solid smash coming in. Valencia as it sinks. Runners hold. One out. Bring up Wellington Castillo. He was behind in the count 0-2 and then single to left drove in 2.
Gonzalez was able to jam him a little bit with a fastball that was probably on the inside corner. I think he wanted to go in off the plate. Castillo able to get enough of it. Take a look at this fastball, the 4-seamer, outer half of the plate. A little away.
So 1 out. Runners at first and second to catcher Wellington Castillo. And yes, his nickname is Beef. There's no surprise. Cubs 2010 to 2015. I mentioned Mariners just 6 games in the 2015 season. One 0 pitch. In there for a strike.
Again, a couple of fastballs on the inside corner. Trying to set him up with the changeup away. See if he can get the ground ball, get him to roll over on it.
6 games with the 15 Mariners, then traded to Arizona and was there for the 15 and 16 season. First year here with Baltimore. 1-1.
And that was a good changeup to stay out in front.
That's how the Orioles got their runs. Mariners got a home run from Valencia, 2nd inning, and a 3-run home with Gamble in the 4th. He hung a pitch. Gamble had to play it on the hop. Stop the runners right there. Third base coach Bobby Dickerson putting the stop sign up for Mancini. Orioles have him loaded.
And Ben Gamble trying to make the catch. The good news, you can see him throw his body in front of it. Keep the ball in front of you. Baltimore going station to station in this game.
Infielder double play depth for Craig Gentry. A few years ago, Gentry was probably a top 3 to 5 fastest guy in the American League.
With that last base hit, the bullpen's going to get busy. They're moving around quickly out there.
Bergman, Christian Bergman just recalled today. He's up. Big cut, 1-1. Gentry, 10th round pick of the Rangers back in '06 at Fort Smith, Arkansas. 1-1 pitch. Past the leaping Seager. 1 run scores. Again, they go station to station. A new ball game at 4-4. RBI Craig Gentry, his 10th. Scoring in the play Mancini. Davis the 3rd. Castillo the 2nd.
And Mel Stottlemyre Jr. out of the dugout. Gonna try to buy some time for Bergman. Seen a low target by Mike, and it ended up about belt high. That was his breaking ball again. doesn't throw it off. No, that is a changeup. They wanted it down. Didn't quite get it out of the strike zone. Out over the plate. Probably middle away. Take a look at Bergman getting ready in a hurry.
Top of the order, Tim Beckham.
Baltimore so far, they are 5 for 7 with runners in scoring position.
Boy, oh boy. They came in 303 runners in scoring position. Beckham popped a short fly to center, 0 for 2. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. He did some damage back in Seattle. No disputing that. Strike. See if he can finish him off. Bases loaded, 1 out, a run and 4-4 game. Hit him. Breaking ball. Orioles lead 5-4. This is still loaded.
Yep, right off the left foot. Like that was his curveball. And here it is.
Left foot. Beckham, that's going to do it for Marco Gonzalez. 3 1/3, bases loaded. Orioles by a run. Time for a Beacon Plumbing call to the pen. Tell you all about it when we come back. Christian Bergman will take over. Big spirit, Marco Gonzalez night over.
3 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. He's responsible for all the base runners that are out there right now. A couple of walks, 2 strikeouts, 63 pitches, 38 strikes for him.
And a Beacon Plumbing call to the pen. Brings us Christian Bergman, just recalled today.
11 appearances on the year, a 4-4 record, 4.91 ERA, 33 strikeouts over 14 walks. Opponent's hitting .282. And he's going to get a tough hitter and nowhere to put him. Bases loaded.
Manny Machado. Gonzalez wondering what he could have done better. Christian Bergman, a 1-out, bases loaded jam. Manny Machado with Jonathan Scope on deck. Line drive right at Segura. Runners get back, 2 down. Needed that.
Have to catch a break every now and then. Solid line drive, but right at Segura. No chance to double him up at second. Good idea to not throw the ball.
Castillo at third, Gentry at second, Beckham at first. Here's Jonathan Scope, second only to Nelson Cruz, and runs batted in the American League with 95. Nelly with 101. Scope with an RBI earlier. His last at bat picks up another, so that's 96. The 0-1. Gonzalez leaves trailing in this ball game here tonight in his 6th start. And the 0-2. Segura has the play. Damage limited. Catch your break there. Just 1 run on 1, 2, 3 hits. 3 men left. 5-4 Orioles. And that number could grow. It wouldn't surprise me at all, Jen. Thank you. 1-0 to Heredia. After the Orioles get 2 runs on 3 hits, 8 men to the plate in the 4th. Get back on top 5-4. Heredia, Segura, and Alonso coming up here in the 5th inning.
Hearing that number, completely different situation, obviously, but at 94, I was talking to Edgar about it today when the tiles fell down in the Kingdome, and we had to go out on the road for over a month.
I think that
makes things tough.
That reality staring them in the face in what has been a fabulous season. Now you have this. 2-1. Back up. Throws out Heredia.
And obviously, tiles falling in the kingdom is nothing what people from Houston are going through.
Right.
But Edgar and I were chatting about that a little bit today.
Important game. The wild card chase. You got Yankees and Cleveland 1-1, bottom 5. Tampa Bay 1-0 at Kansas City in the first. Toronto 3-2 over Boston, bottom 4. Segura looks to strike one. He's 0 for 2, couple of groundouts as we begin the third time through against Tillman. Back and forth we go in this ball game. Mariners took a 1-0 lead, gave it back 2-1. Got expanded to 3-1 as Segura bouncing on foul past Maniaca. Mariners get the lead back. 3-run homer by Ben Gamble, top of the 4th. A home 4th. Couple of runs scored. One on the bases loaded hit batter and another on an RBI.
We talked about it. A lot of what's going to happen with this team is going to be on the shoulders of the offense. They're going to have to score runs.
Right fielder coming in, Gentry.
And a big key for him is score the runs early enough if you can and turn it over to the bullpen.
We take a look now at our Geico this date in baseball history. Take you back to '82. Kirkland defeats Taiwan 6-0 to win the Little League World Series. Cody Webster threw a 2-hit shutout, striking out 12. He also hit a home run. Taiwan teams had won 31 straight games and 5 consecutive titles before that happened, when Kirkland comes up with a humongous win. Great memory for folks in Kirkland. 2 out for Yonder Alonso. Just fly to center. Rounded out to the shortstop, Beckham. Beckham playing on the right side of second base. Tillman
has thrown the ball well. He's now at 70 pitches. 43 strikes overall for him.
Mariners 5-4 in this road trip. They won 7 of their last 11 games. Trying to get off to a good start here in Baltimore. First of 3. 0-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Trying to get to Tillman here. 1-2 pitch with 2 out, nobody on. With 2 home runs as Mariners. You look at Robbie Cano. Left hamstring improving. Great to have him in the starting lineup tonight. Three and 2. Munzo now 2 for 12 against Tillman.
He's done a pretty good job right here, falling behind early to work the count back to full.
(5-4) Oriole lead. Payoff pitch here to Alonso. And that will do it. Adam Jones to lead things off for Baltimore in the home 5th. Game 1, 3-game set. Orioles 5-4 lead. And a reminder, Robinson Cano bobblehead night. It's coming up Saturday, September 9th. And as a tip of the cap to the evening salute to Latin American Baseball Night, Robbie's jersey features Marineros across his chest. Free to the first 20,000 fans, courtesy of Root Sports. Get your tickets at Mariners.com. Adam Jones going to lead things off here for the Orioles. 4, 5, and 6, followed by Trey Mancini and Chris Davis. Look at Robbie Cano. 4 for 2, Robbie is tonight. Kristen Bergman on a relief of Marco Gonzalez. Just back with the ball club today, recalled.
Was able to get out of the last inning through 4 pitches.
Hit deep to straightaway center field. Heredia going back. Goodbye. Home run number 25 for Jones, his 66th RBI. No doubt about it.
Middle away, belt high, and he barrels it up. So far, we've seen a couple of home runs out to center field. Van Gamble, and now that one.
Tattooed. There's Trey Mancini. Hard hit single. Center field last time up. Adam Jones, part of San Diego, California. 1-1 to Mancini. Pounded through the hole, base hit. 2 for 3 night for Mancini. We were talking about home runs earlier. Camden Yards yielding more home runs than any ballpark in the major leagues, followed by Cincinnati's Great American Stadium, Yankee Stadium, Globe Life down in Arlington, and Citizens Bank up the road in Philly. Home run and a single to start the 5th. There's Chris Davis.
He has scored a couple of times. A base hit and a walk.
Gamble taking a look. Nothing doing. Two home runs by the Mariners, Valencia, and a 3-run shot by Gamble. Mancini back. Here's the 0-1.
Good pitch.
Oh, it's right where you wanted it.
Exactly. A very good pitch.
Jeez. All in 2 strikes. Davis with 53 home runs in 13. 2015, he had 47, drove in 117. 1-2. High fly ball, long run towards the line for Gamble. He's got a chance. He's there to make the catch. Runner. Mancini went about a third of the way and got back.
It's a good play by Ben. Doesn't know a lot about this ballpark, and he knows the wall is coming up on him in a hurry. Always using 2 hands to make the catch.
Smart. He doesn't mind giving up his body, so he knows he's going to do that.
Yep. That's why he likes to use the 2 hands to make sure that he hangs on to it.
Mark Trumbo. Ball 1. Marco. Soft liner, left field. Second inning. Soft liner, right field in the 4th. There's Segura, Cano, and a fine turn, double play right there, 6-4-3. Adam Jones highlighted the 5th inning for the Orioles. Smoked one center field. Home run for Jones, his 25th. And the Oriole lead is 6-4. Her husband and son try to go to ball games all over the country. They had no clue she was coming. She flew in to be with them. 30th anniversary with her husband Dick, Deborah, and son Christoph. What a great story. Way to go, folks. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
They had no idea that she was coming. She worked the
Wait till you
trip.
see what he's got in his pocket, a Crow's signature baseball.
Wow.
What
Not
about
bad.
Mom here? What about the surprise?
You tell him, Mom. That's great. 30th anniversary. There's Robbie Cano, ball one outside. And there they are now. Yep, your phone's going to blow up, folks. Flight attendant, Alaska Airlines. She worked the trip to Baltimore 3 weeks ago so she could purchase their tickets at Camden Yards. Bought one for herself so I could surprise my husband and for her anniversary, and neither one of them knew she was coming. Great story.
Yeah.
1-1.
Couple of good at-bats for Cano. Was robbed of a base hit his first time up in left field, diving catch, and then lined out to Jones in center field his last time up.
Mariners got their first run. Valencia home run in the second, a 3-run homer. Gamble in the fourth. 6-4 Baltimore. Left center field, tracking it down. Trey Mancini, 1 out. Gonna bring up Nelson Cruz. Face Chris Tillman. Tillman is not pitching like a guy with a 1-7 record, a 7.75 ERA.
Had pretty good command of his fastball. That's been the biggest difference.
His 7-1 career against the Mariners, with 3-0 back in the 2012 season.
77 pitches, 46 strikes. Been able to work in his curveball and his slider. Fastball's been 92 to 94.
Tillman coming over to the Orioles February 8th of 08 with Adam Jones, Cam McColio, George Sherrill, for Eric Bedard. Tillman an all-star in 13, 16 and 7. So missed by Nelly, won 16 games last year, 16 and 6 with a 3.77. See the shift on for Cruz, 1-1. Two and one. Cruz, the RBI leader in the American League with 101. Tillman being super careful, 3-1. Cruz last homered 9 days ago at Tampa Bay.
Chris Tillman has seen him hit a lot of home runs when he played here when Nelson was with Baltimore. Hit over 40 home runs.
Time call. Three-one pitch. Check his swing. Check with Manny Gonzalez. Did not go. Second time Cruz has worked the walk. So he's flat out. Walked, scored, and walked again. Mariners host the Astros Wednesday, September 6th. And after the game, Cedar Grove is providing 5,000 fans with a bag of soil to help tend your home garden. So visit a Mariners team store or Mariners.com for tickets.
I think he's about due to hit his home run.
Is he your pick to click on the radio side?
He was. Kyle needs one more home run for 20. That'll be 6 years in a row. He hit 20 plus.
One more double for 30. Kyle tonight grounded out Machado and fly to center. I love scoreboard watching this time of year. Boston trailing 3-2 in Toronto. Yankees in Cleveland 2-2. That's in the 6th in New York. 1-0. Didn't like that call. 1-1. Tampa Bay leads at Kansas City. 1-0 in the third. Oakland's at the Angels. Coming up in about an hour and change. One to Seager.
I'm trying to keep the fastball away from him. Just 318 down the right field line. Trying to protect a 2-run lead. So.
Since the All-Star break, Kyle 270. 9 homers, 21 runs batted in. Mariners down by 2. Gets through Castillo. Cruz to second. Wild pitch. 2-2 here to Seager.
Givens getting loose. Tillman now at 86 pitches, 49 strikes.
Michael Givens spells his name M-Y-C-H-A-L. There you go.
Another hard throwing right-hander.
Seeing him in your sleep this road trip?
It seems like.
Man.
Yeah, a lot of power arms.
2-2. A full count to Seager with Danny Valencia on deck.
And so far the Mariners are 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position. You can see Danny, the solo home run. Then Ben Gamel, he has the one hit with runners in scoring position. It was a 3-run homer.
Seager representing the tying run. 1 out. 3-2 pitch. Cruz at second. Tillman deals. All 4. With a go-ahead run coming to the plate now. Back-to-back walks. And for Tillman, 1, 2, 3. That was the 4th walk. Buck Showalter coming out to get him. Buck always has the right hand in the pocket. Strolls out to the mound. That's that deliberate walk you notice. You're done, son.
That's it.
So the Mariners threaten here. 1 out, 2 on in the 6th inning at 6-4 Orioles. 6'4" Orioles. Good looking family there. What a couple of cute kids. Very nice. 6'4" Orioles. There, yeah. Hey, buddy.
They're ready to go. Excited?
Make sure you join us tomorrow during the Mariners game for another round of Twitter Tuesday. You're going to have 5 chances to win exciting prizes just by interacting with us on Twitter throughout the game. Going to be posting questions. Want to hear from you, so be sure to watch and follow us on Twitter at RootsSports_NW. Giveaway rules, visit us at rootsports.com. Well, here's an opportunity for the Mariners. Couple of men on. Chris Tillman, night is over.
5 1/3, just 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. He's responsible for the 2 base runners, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, 88 pitches.
Here's Michael Givens, 6 foot, 210 pounder out of Tampa, Florida. Went to HB Plant High School in Tampa. He's a slingshot artist too.
He has a good fastball. His average fastball this year at 96 miles an hour, a slider and a changeup. See 72 strikeouts on the year for him. Danny with a home run to center field, also walked. Good night. Scored a couple of runs for the Mariners.
Opponent's hitting .214 off of Givens in 10 games here in the month of August. One. One out, couple of men aboard. Mariners looking for a big knock one more time. Way outside, heck of a save by Castillo. Nelly thought it got by him. What a save.
A pretty good fastball, almost went to the backstop. And his average fastball this year at 96. Saw him in Seattle, he hit 98 a number of times.
Two-one pitch. Even 2-2. Got a piece of the catcher, Castillo. Two and two to Valencia. Hit it the other way, through the hole, base hit. Nelly will get the stop sign. The Mariners have loaded him up. Good 2-strike hitting by Danny Valencia. His second hit tonight. 2 for 2, an RBI. 2 runs scored for Danny.
Working out well for Scott Service, who put him in the lineup in the right field. Haniger getting the night off, and Danny now with a couple of hits. He scored 2 runs. So a home run. This through the right side of the infield. Good hitting. Down a couple of runs. Can't take a chance if you're not sure, so they hold them up.
Gamble on an 0-1 pitch. Took Tillman deep, straightaway center, 3-run homer. First pitch. Outside, ball 1. Gamble taking a look at Givens for the first time. Good opportunity here. 1 out, bases loaded. Up the middle, base hit. Here comes Cruz. Seager digging hard. Jones up at the throw. It will not be in time. Ben Gamble, have a big night, fella. 2-run single gives him 5 ribbies on the night. Got a new ball game again. It's 6-6.
Just keep battling. A couple of walks with 1 out. And now the Mariners have a tie ball game. Ball hit hard right back up the middle. Good fastball from Givens. Gamble turns it around.
Like seeing that. 2 walks in the inning have scored.
Mariners are now 3 for 5 with runners in scoring position. There's Mike Zunino.
Zunino down the right field line, going foul. So out of the 6th hole tonight, the Mariners are 2 for 2 with Valencia, 2 runs scored. Out of the 7th hole, 2 for 3. 5 RBIs for Ben Gamble. Zunino, he's 1 for 2. He's got a double. That was back in the third. Mariners have tied it up here in the 6th. The go-ahead run, second base, 1 out. Got a piece of that 98. Career best. 5 RBIs for that man right there, Ben Gamble. Surpassing his previous best of 4 in Philly back in May. 0-2 to Zunino. Popped up, Castillo runs out of room.
Pretty good battle. Tough pitch to handle in on Mike's hands. Again, upper 90s for Gibbons. Jammed him a little bit. There's a look at the fastball. Set up on the outside corner, but it runs in on his hands.
Good job to get to it. Really good job. Get straighten 1 out. Gibbons ready after a long look. The 0-2. Struck him out. 2 away. And that will bring up Guillermo Heredia. 2 outs, runners at first and second. Already 0 for 1 against Gibbons. Seventh man to the plate here in the 6th inning. Center field for Jones. Started back, now he has to come in. Make the catch. Mariners tied up. 2 runs on 2 hits. However, leave 2. Ben Gamble shining light this evening for Seattle. 3-run homer in the 4th, 2-run single here in the 6th. New ball game again at 6-6. All right, Jen, thank you so much. Good ball game, 6-6. And Gamble's driven in 5 runs, a career best. Wellington Castillo leads off, and he lines one left field. Gamble will track it down. Castillo, the catcher, will be satisfied with a single.
And another really good play by Ben Gamble.
Castillo 3 for 3. 3 singles to left. He drove in 2 with his first single back in the second inning. You're right, Gamble, really good player.
Yeah, I had to get over to the line quickly. This ball is moving at a pretty good pace to hold him to a single. But he's able to cut it off and gets it in quickly.
Brings up Craig Gentry. Gentry an RBI single to left, 4th inning. Big 4th inning for the O's. 2 runs on 3 hits, left them loaded. So let's see. 3 walks. What do we got? 4 walks for Tillman. All 4 of them scored.
Yep.
And then 2 walks by Gonzalez. They both scored. Gamble and Heredia on the scene. It's going to be Gamble. MLB.com @bat is your #1 mobile app for live Mariners baseball. Stay connected with a fully customizable experience. Get Mariners home screen icons and app features as well as game day, live game video highlights, radio broadcasts, StatCast news, and more. Download MLB.com @bat today.
Now you look at this game, and I guarantee you, Buck is not going to be happy. Emilio Pagan getting loose in the Mariner pen. Each time Baltimore has had the lead, they come out. Tillman has come out and walked a couple of batters. They both scored. Give the Mariners a lot of credit. They come up with some clutch base hits in this one.
So Beckham looks at a strike. 0 for 2. Hit by a pitch.
Back to something you and I were talking about at the start of the game, Dave. You got to stay away from the walks, and you have to play good defense in this ballpark, especially with this offense. Good breaking ball.
Listen, Orioles offense is really good. Second only to Houston in batting. Second to them in hitting. 5th in runs. 3rd in home runs.
Slugging. Second.
Slugging, I mean, it's ridiculous. Up at that, it's 6 guys with 20 or more home runs. Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm envious.
One of the guys that isn't is the guy at first base right now, and he's 3 for 3. 14 home runs on the year.
Yeah, and he's a catcher. Line drive, base hit, Tim Beckham. That kid can hit too. He's got a double play ball. Pull it out of your pocket and use it. Good looking stroke, good approach there.
He's probably down out of the strike zone. Yeah, it was. It hit the ground.
Brings up Manny Machado, red hot here in the second half of the season, and more specifically here in August. In tight, ball 1.
Manny 1 for 3, a double and a run scored.
Mariners and the Angels tied a game and a half back for the second wild card spot. Through the hole. Stop sign put up by Bobby Dickerson, the third base coach, and the O's have him loaded up. Base hit, Manny Machado, his second hit.
Baltimore, a team that came into the game hitting .303 with runners in scoring position, are now 6 for 10. And they're also in the middle of the lineup now with Scope walking to the plate.
Scope's only #2 in RBIs in the league behind Nelson Cruz.
This is on the changeup.
Scope having a sensational year.
And Scout Service out to the mound.
Scope 8th in runs, 5th in hits, 5th in batting average, 2nd in RBIs. Gonna need some quality work to get him out. Bases loaded and 1 out. We'll step aside, catch our breath, and come back to what is developing into a big boy slugfest. Seattle Mariners baseball on Root Sports, brought to you by Money Tree. Proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. By Jack in the Box, come try the new Smoky Jack Burger or chicken sandwich, limited time only. By CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. And by BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. Or if you like your offense raw and ripping, get the right game tonight.
Gives you an idea of what you're probably going to see over the next 3 days.
Yeah.
Talked about it with Baltimore. They're one of the hottest hitting teams going right now, and they put 6 runs up, and the Mariners certainly capable as they tied the game up 6-6. But some trouble as Emilio Pagan will take over. 20 appearances on the year, 2.72 ERA, 38 strikeouts over 6 walks. Opponents hitting just 203. Fastball at 94 miles an hour. Has a slider.
They need him big time right here to throw a double play ground ball. This Oriole team's won 4 consecutive games. And in those 4 games, they've scored 33 runs, given up 11, hit 306, 8 homers, and 31 ribbies. We got Scope, one of the best hitters in the league right now. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Scope is all over the leaderboard coming into tonight's game. 5th in multi-hit games, 3rd in total bases, 10th in slugging. Tied for 8th in extra base hits. Here's the 0-1 from Pagan. Popped it up. That's a biggie. Playable. Zunino with room. Seager coming over, calls him off and makes the play. That's a big out. Two down, bases loaded in the 6th. It's the biggest pop-up as we've seen all season.
And Kyle was playing deep. We had to cover some ground. Unfortunately, he didn't step on Mike's helmet. Anytime as a third baseman, you can call the catcher off. That's what you're supposed to do. It's easier play for the third baseman.
And generally, and the catchers are grateful.
They are, but you know what? Mike is really good at making that play.
Agreed. But more often than not,
yeah, it's easier. Yeah.
Still not out of the woods. Here's Adam Jones. Strike 1.
Good slider.
Jonesy with the home run center field.
See Kyle takes off right away. There goes Mike's helmet falling off. He calls it a basket catch.
Trying to keep this a 6-6 ball game. 0-1 to Jones. Swing and a miss.
2 good sliders.
Jones a walk and a run scored, a strikeout and a home run tonight. Bases loaded, 2 outs. part of the order. Emilio Pagan trying to get the final out. The pitch. Gammel's got plenty of room. How about this? They survive a bases loaded situation here in the 6th. They keep it a 6-6 ball game. When we come back, it's going to be Segura, Alonso, and Cano. What a ball game, 6-6. Mariners being out hit almost 3-1, but they're hanging right with them. Time for a Big Fish Casino. Big catch. How about this slicing drive off the bat of Cano? That's Trey Mancini in left field.
Tough night. Yeah, it's been a tough night for Robbie. Hit the ball hard all night long, but robbed a double right there.
He's back in the first inning to end that frame. And Mancini having a good night swinging the bat. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored. Top of the order here. And the Mariners will be facing left-hander Donnie Hart, just added to the roster today.
Look at the Mariners. Yeah, Segura leading things off, and a couple of left-handed hitters in Alonso and Cano.
Donnie Hart takes over, 5'11", 180-pound left-hander.
I don't think he's going to face Cruz. They do have a right to getting loose of the pen.
Hart drafted by the Orioles, 27th round, 2013 draft. Out of Texas State, San Marcos.
Looking at the delivery from the right-hander in the pen, I'm going to say it's Darren O'Day.
Up the middle, base hit for Gene Segura. Good start to the Mariners' 7th.
And it's going to be Mitch Haniger going to pinch hit for Alonso. There's O'Day, veteran, been around for a long time.
So Mitch Haniger, it's a great time for him to break his 0 for 16. Difficult go for him, so
yeah.
See if he can break out tonight. The extra work he put in early, see if he can pay it off here.
He'll stay in the game and play right field. Danny Valencia will move to first base on an edging. Cano waiting on deck.
0-1 to Mitch. Downey Hart, his 62nd career game. Oh, nice pick by Beckham. Turned it into a double play. Stop it.
And sometimes when you're 0 for 16, it's not because you're not hitting the ball hard. That was blistered. What a play.
That was outstanding.
Mitch hits it on the button. Backhand, short hop, and a strong throw.
Scope got a lot on that. Seriously. It's a plus athleticism to get that throw off the scope. And right where he had to have it. Strike one to Robinson Cano. Showed you the nice play Mancini made on him in the first. Flied out to center in the fourth. Lined out to Mancini in the sixth.
Back-to-back sliders.
Yep. Robbins had a good look at that pitch. What's Hart? Does he dare triple up?
If he does, I think he'll try to throw it off the plate.
Fair ball handled by Davis. And doing a double play, a big part of that seventh inning for the Orioles. Gets the top of the order for the Mariners. Seventh inning stretch time, 6-6 ball game. Root for Washington's lottery. Get out and play today. Seventh inning stretch time here in Baltimore. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Root Sports Crew. Heck of a ball game. 6-6 contest, first of three. And you want to win tickets to Robinson Cano bobblehead night? Text Cano to 71532 and you could win 2 tickets in the commissioner's box plus your very own Robbie bobblehead. Marineros and the bubble. Here's ball swung on and hit up the middle. Trey Mancini, his third consecutive hit.
He hits the ball hard, doesn't he?
Yes, sir. Popped out to Cano, then a hard hit single to left to center, left, and now this one.
Haniger will stay in the game in right field. And Danny Valencia moves from right to first base.
Julio Pagan came on to get the final 2 outs with the bases loaded in the 6th. There's Chris Davis, 1 for 2, 2 runs scored. Jones with a solo home run tonight for Baltimore. Valencia's got a solo home run for the Mariners, a 3-run shot by Gamble. Ben also singled in 2 more. He's got a 5 RBI night, a career best. Look out! Ripped into the corner. Mancini can run. He's coming to third. He's getting a wave on. Bobbled out in the outfield, and the cutoff man doesn't get it. Goes all the way to the plate. Scoring from first, Mancini. Orioles 7-6 here in the 7th. The RBI double by Chris Davis. It's his 12th double, his 51st run batted in.
Missed for the first pitch fastball to the high target. Want to stay above the belt. Ends up down at the knees. That's right in his loop zone. A lot of home runs on that pitch down and in. This time it's a double. See Mitch slipping a little bit. Strong throw all the way to home.
RBI Chris Davis, a 1-run lead for the Orioles. Back and forth we go here at Camden Yards. Trumbo fouls one off.
Baltimore is 6 for 12 with runners in scoring position.
Raucous crowd here. You got a hot ball club in the Orioles who've won 4 consecutive ball games. Mariners 5-4 in this road trip. They've won 7 of their last 11. Positioning for the wild card race. Slicing swing there by Trumbo. Comes up empty.
Pulled on the slider.
Here comes an 0-2 pitch to Trumbo. Davis at second. Swing and a miss. He got him. 1 away. First strikeout for Pagan. It's going to bring up the catcher Wellington Castillo, and all he's done is go 3 for 3 with 2 RBIs. That pitch disappeared on Trumbo. He didn't have a chance. Here's Castillo. All 3 hits to left field. Strike 1.
Pagan has a good slider tonight. He is throwing it a lot. His fastball has been 92 to 94.
Numbers for the catcher for the Orioles. Fastball beating. 0-2. Gone played his college ball, Belmont Abbey in North Carolina.
He throws the slider off the plate away. Try to get him to chase it. Here
comes the 0-2. Beating with heat.
Fastball. Good fastball at 96 miles an hour.
Back-to-back Ks, 2 down.
His best fastball of the night gets him a strikeout.
Two away. Brings up Craig Gentry. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. Hit the ball left side all 3 times. Strike 1. Orioles at 65-65. Enjoying just their 2nd winning month of the season. They went 15-8 in April. They're 14-11 here in August. They're enjoying their best month swinging a bat at 295. Same for on-base percentage and slugging. back.
This might be the best fastball we've seen from Pagan. Saw the strikeout at 96. That last fastball at 97.
2 ties and 3 lead changes in this game. Feels like many a basketball game I've called over the years. 0-2.
They are swinging 15 hits in the game so far.
Starting tonight, only Houston had more hits in the American League than the Orioles.
On the other side of it, the Mariners 6 runs on just 6 hits.
Yeah,
Made
them
the
all
4
count.
walks. Yeah, the 4 walks, all of them scoring.
1-2 pitch. Nothing doing there. 2-2. Trying to get out of a jam. Keep this a 1-run ball game. 2-2 from Pagan to Gentry. Pitch. Fouled off. Long look by Pagan. And now he's ready. Pitch to Gentry. We'll check his swing. Full count. Tim Beckham. Leadoff man is on deck.
Yeah, he would rather make a pitch right here and get it out of it. I don't think he wants to turn the lineup over again.
Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, runner at second. Pitch from Pagan. Left field, Demo is right there. A run on 2 hits. No errors. The man left. He's played 7. Orioles lead at 7-6. We're going to see Kyle Seager when we come back to Oriole Park at Camden Yards. Seven 6-0 as we go to the 8th inning. Take a look now at our Columbia Bank difference of the game. 1-0 pitch, RBI double. Chris Davis and Danny Valencia thought he had a beat, just missed. And that scored Trey Mancini all the way from first.
See Mitch slipping a little bit, throw up the line. mislocation. They wanted the fastball belt high, probably on the inside corner. Ended up just below the knees. Is Darren O'Day, the veteran, going to take over? ERA just over 4, 58 strikeouts and 48 2/3. Well, it's hitting 196 against him. Side armor, submarine style.
34 years old, in his 10th year in the big leagues. Strike one to Nelson Cruz. Cruz 2 for 3 against O'Day. O'Day's been with the Angels, Mets, Texas. He's been with Baltimore since 2012. Made the All-Star team in 2015. Went 6-2 with a 1.52 ERA. And a career best 6 saves that year. 1-1 to Cruz.
Trying to get him to chase the slider. It's a big sweeping slider. Nelson 2 for 3 against O'Day.
O'Day in his 359th game as an Oriole. One swing, Nelly can tie it up. RBI leader in the American League, 101. 2-1 pitch. He got just enough to drop it in front of Jonesy. Base hit. Checking with Jen Mueller. Making me want a Mai Tai here, talking about that umbrella. Come on. All right, Jen, thank you very much. Here's Kyle Seager.
Going to have to get through a few more innings, Dave. Call a winning ball game.
I'm right next to the hotel. Roy's is the Hawaiian Fusion joint. It's right next door. I already know. I've been in there.
I'll treat you.
I dig some Mai Tais when we go to Hawaii. 0-1 here to Seager. Nelson Cruz scored twice tonight, walked twice, 1 for 2. Seager looking for his first hit against Darren O'Day, 0 for 4 tonight. Seager is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Mariners made the most of the walk opportunities. All 4 walks have scored. Big part of the reason why they're only down a run. Inside.
See the throwing motion from O'Day. Left-hander is going to get a much better view. They can pick the ball up early from him. Right-handers, it looks as if he's starting the ball behind your back.
Two-one pitch. Count evens. In search of a big hit here, Kyle Seager. 2-2 pitch with Cruz at first, nobody out.
Slider able to get a piece of it in the middle of the plate, but down. Kyle swing.
Last home run for Kyle 5 days ago in Atlanta. A 7-6 ball game. So we play top 8 in Baltimore. Game 1 of a 3-game set. The 2-2 from O'Day.
Past the diving Davis. Nelly will hold at second. Base hit Kyle Seager. Tying run, go ahead run. They're all aboard.
Taylor Motter is going to pinch run for Nelson Cruz. You take a look at the base hit by Kyle. Fastball away from him on the outside corner. Finds a hole in the right side of the infield.
See, Nelly wasn't real happy to see Taylor Motter come get it.
Carlos Ruiz left on the bench. Nobody getting loose in Baltimore's bullpen.
Scott Service wants to get that tying run home now. He's got the first 2 men aboard, nobody out. Valencia's having a good night, 2 for 2, 2 runs scored and an RBI. There's a home run with 2 out, nobody on in the second. First pitch strike from O'Day. Valencia 0 for 5 against O'Day. Nobody out, couple of men aboard. Ooh, fooled him badly with that sweeping breaking ball. Favorite pitch against right-handers.
The more he takes off of it, the bigger the break is going to be. Just 81 miles an hour on that last one.
Dig deep, 0-2 pitch. Went back to it, not a surprise to see that pitch. Valencia can go line to line. See if he can get something, put it in play hard somewhere in the outfield. Pitch. Swing and a miss. O'Day went back to that sweeping breaking ball again. 1 away. And looking up at the video board.
Have 3 in a row, all of them in the same location off the plate away. Mariners are now 3 for 8 with runners in scoring position, but Ben Gamble, what a night he is having. He's driven in 5 runs so far. As we take a look at his home run back in the 4th inning. A 3-run home run.
Well, 5 runs batted in, a career best. Why not add to it? Taylor Motter, he's out at second running for Cruz. You got Seager at first, 1 out. Motter's got good speed, his first pitch. Ball 1. Small crowd, 15,106 here at Camden Yards. Here comes the 1-0 to Ben. Fly ball, right center field, going to be handled by Gentry. Motter tags, and he'll get to third easily. 2 down.
And it will be up to Mike Zunino.
One Florida Gator against another Florida Gator.
Mike 1 for 3 tonight, a double his first time up. Mariners are now 3 for 9 with runners in scoring position. So Nick Vincent getting ready to get loose in the pen just in case.
Double left center field, ground out to short, strikeout from Mike tonight. Extended his hitting streak to 5 ball games. 7 for his last 18. First pitch to Mike. Takes for ball 1. Zunino 1 for 3 against O'Day. Yep, it was a home run. Buck Showalter, the Orioles manager since 2010. 4th managerial stop. Yankees 92 to 95, D-backs 98 to 2000, Rangers 2003 to 2006. Tying run at 3rd here in the 7-6 ball game. Go ahead and run Kyle Seager at 1st. The guy's coming at you like that from third base. How tough is it to hang in there?
Well, I think by the time Mike was walking to home plate, he'd already convinced himself on the on-deck circle of what he was going to have to do, and that is to keep that shoulder in there, especially because you know you're going to get the slider, which is going to go even further away from you. So the only chance you have is to hang in there. Unfortunately for O'Day, his fastball, 88 miles an hour. If he ends up hitting it, take your base. Not a problem. But if you want any chance on the slider, you have to stay in there.
1-1.
There's a fastball at the top of the zone.
Gotta hang with him now, 1-2.
There's a fastball at the top of the strike zone.
Zunino trying to come through big. 1 for 3 night for Mike. Big pitch, 2 on, 1-2 pitch, way outside. Heck of a save again by Castillo, 2-2. They come back with against Zunino. I hope he keeps that front shoulder in because you got to believe it's going to be that slider. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. O'Day deals and outside, full count.
And that's the biggest key is you have to make sure it's on the plate.
Guillermo Heredia hoping to swing the bat here in the 8th. Seager's going to get a head start. Monert, the tying run at 3rd. 3-2 to Zunino. Struck him out. Threat dies. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Orioles lead at 7-6. Good look at Dick and Deborah celebrating their 30th anniversary with their son Christoph. And this Friday is EQC Girls Night Out at the ballpark. Pick up a ticket, a Mariners knit head warmer, and a drink voucher, all for $40. This special offer is available only at mariners.com/girls. Well, an opportunity going by for the Mariners. Couple of runners on the top of the 8th. They need Emilio Pagan to post another 0 here. He's got to face the top of the order. Tim Beckham, Manny Machado, Jonathan Scope. Beckham 1 for 3. He was also hit by a pitch.
For Pagan, he needs to keep the score right where it's at. Zach Britton, closer, is getting loose in the pen. Left-hander, hard-throwing left-hander, one of the best in the business. There he is.
Fouled off by Beckham. Orioles took the lead back, 7th inning. Mancini with a single to center. Chris Davis doubled down the right field line. Mancini scored from first. Pagan's night started by getting out of a bases loaded situation, getting the final 2 outs in the 6th. Up the middle, here's Segura. Plants, throws, he's got a lot on that one. Good play by Gene, 1 away. Well, he sets his feet, turns those hips.
He has a strong throwing arm. There you go, turn. There you go, those are the hips you're talking about. A strong arm. Has never been an issue for him.
1 away is going to bring up Manny Machado. 2-hit night for Manny, 2 for 4. Doubled run scored in the 3rd, singled in the 6th, stranded. Machado 0 for 1 against Pagan. Mariners in the top of the 9th will have 9, 1, and 2. Heredia, Segura, and Haniger. Two and 1.
James Pazos just starting to get loose in the pen for the Mariners. Hard throwing left-hander. He's getting ready for Chris Davis. Davis, the only left-handed hitter in the lineup.
Here comes the 2-1. Trying to do some damage. Kemp goes to 2 and 2. Gonna put him away here. Keeps the at-bat alive.
Another good slider. Just keep mixing it up back and forth. Slider with the good fastball. Pagan's topped out at 97, and he's hit 97 a number of times tonight. Throwing hard. His average fastball typically 94 miles an hour.
Feeling good. Two. And he laid off at full count. Great second half for Manny so far with 10 home runs. 826 entering tonight. Jonathan Scope, all-star. He too having a great year. Day 1. Great 2 pitch. Ripped left field. Kid can hit. Three-hit night for Manny Machado. Double, two singles to left. Everything's been hit to left. Always hit. Slide out to right. Lined out short. Up to the moment. Wild card standings. Yankees just lost. Boy, Minnesota. When we were there, we left them for dead. They left themselves for dead, and now look at them.
They traded their best reliever
To Washington.
yeah,
Kinsler.
They thought that they were done. It's hanging in there. And you see Baltimore right behind Seattle, half game back.
What a race to the finish. Jonathan Scope, RBI single back in the third. 1 for 4. Fifth leading hitter in the league. Second in RBIs to Cruz.
They've gone 32 pitches, 24 strikes.
For a double play here. Foul back. Scope from Wilmstead, Curacao. Been with the Orioles since the 2013 season. He is a good one in Manny Machado. See a lot of their success being around Nelson Cruz about 3 years ago when Nelly was here. Big influence on them on how to be a big leaguer. 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yes, indeed. Sounds of the big city. Background 7-6 pitch. Fouled off. For the Mariners, Marco Gonzalez started, went 3 1/3, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Bergman went 2 innings, 5 hits, a run it was earned. And now Pagan into his 3rd inning.
Ben Gamble has driven in 5 runs for the Mariners.
Pitch here, 2-2. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Jonathan Scope. A big K for Emilio Pagan, his 3rd strikeout since coming on. There's 2 away. Here in the 8th inning. Make your voice heard. Nominate your favorite plays of the week by tweeting us using the hashtag RootFanFave. And each month, one lucky fan's going to win a Coors Light mini fridge just for participating. For official rules, visit rootsports.com. And as per usual, a lot of Mariners fans, as we've seen here on the road, where we've been, Tampa Bay, Atlanta, New York, and now Baltimore.
They have traveled well.
There's Adam Jones. Over first. Jones 0 for 1 against Pagan. Out 0 for 2, flied out to left to end the 6th inning with the bases loaded. Two outs, Machado at first. He goes. Throw by Zunino and hits the runner. And he's in there safely with the stolen bases, 8th in 11 attempts.
Not sure that Mike had a real good grip on this ball. It looked like a changeup. You can see it tailing back into the runner. It actually hits Manny as he goes into his slide. Baltimore is 6 for 14 runners in scoring position tonight. A lot of opportunities for them.
Started out 6 for 10. One to Adam Jones. Two outs, runner at second, trying to keep it a 1-run game. 9, 1, and 2 coming up in the order for the Mariners. Heredia, Segura, and Haniger. 1-1 pitch here to Adam Jones. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nice snatch there by Zunino. Chris Tillman started for Baltimore, went 5 1/3, 3 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 4 walks, all 4 of them scored. They walked and gave up 2 home runs. Gibbons 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, a strikeout. Hart an inning, a hit. O'Day an inning, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts. 2-1 here to Adam Jones. Bouncing ball goes to Seager. Takes his time, throws out Jones, and here we go. Top 9, down a run. Guillermo Heredia, Gene Segura, Mitch Haniger trying to get that tying run and a go-ahead run. Give it to Diaz in the home 9th. Jen and Dave, thank you very much. They just have their work cut out for them. Zach Britton. He of the super nasty stuff.
See, overall this year, 11 saves and 12 opportunities, 3.5 ERA, 19 strikeouts, but 13 walks. The opponent's hitting .310 against him. Good fastball at 96 miles an hour and a slider.
Last year, Britton saved 47 games, 36 and 15. Both of those years he was an all-star. 37 saves in 14. And I remember him back in 11. He started 28 games, won 11 and 11. He has really been something special since going to the pen full time back in the 14 season.
I mentioned the fastball and the slider, but he's typically just going to go right after guys with a good fastball. Again, his average this year at 96 miles an hour.
Still hard for me to believe last year in the playoffs, Buck didn't bring him in that situation.
Probably hard for him to believe too.
Yeah. The Orioles, like so many teams, and Mariners included, right in the thick of things. Baltimore starting tonight 2 games off the pace for the second wild card. The Mariners are at 1.5 games. Start to get back 3-2.
Heredia was taking all the way.
8 base runners.
And we saw 13 walks from Britton this year. He's been wild at times.
29 years old, Zach Britton, out of Panorama City, California. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Last 3 out of 4 hitters for the Mariners have caved.
Again, all fastballs, 6 pitches, all fastballs, and this one at 96.
There's Gene Segura. Segura 1 for 2 against Britain. How about the bite on that pitch?
It's one of the harder cutters that you're going to see. And again, that one at 97 miles an hour. Typically, he's going to pitch inside to the righties. Got to stay on their hands. I think in a lot of ways, he's similar to Mariano Rivera in that you know what he's going to throw, you know the general location, and good luck to you to try to hit it. Rivera years throwing the cut fastball, and everybody knew it, but nobody could do anything with it.
Two 2-0 to Segura. All 3. 8 base runners. You got Mitch Haniger on deck.
9 pitches, just 3 strikes so far.
Segura 1 for 4, base hit the center in the 7th. The 3-1 pitch. Takes for ball 4. Tang runs aboard with 1 out.
This does not look very sharp. Haniger came into the game pinch hitting for Alonso, ended up hitting into a double play, so this will be his 2nd plate appearance.
It's the one he hit hard and handcuffed Beckham, and Beckham still turned it into a double play. Good a time as any. Mitch to break this 0 for 17. Nice pitch strike.
And he's also taking all the way. The man on deck will not be. There's Robinson Cano waiting.
Don't forget Cruz out of the game. Pitch ran for him. Back in the 7th. Here's the 0-1 to Haniger. Took a shot.
There will be Taylor Motter in that spot if they can get to it. Diaz and Zepchinski getting loose.
Mitch behind here, 0-2, so he can keep this thing going. 0 for 2 career against Britain. The 0-2 pitch. This will take Beckham right to the bag. Nice dig by Davis. And that is your ball game. 7-6. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah,
it really is.
It is. The Mariners come out and they're able to swing the bats. They score some runs, able to get back in the ball game a couple of different times. But in this series, you know you're going to have to swing it. Baltimore is one of the hottest teams going right now.
Mariners dropped to 500 again at 66 and 66, and the O's go above 500 at 66 and 65. They take the first of 3. Mike Flowers, I'm Dave Sims. Mariners postgame presented by Alaska Airlines starts right now with Jen and Dave.